Welcome back to the show. Well, this holiday season, perhaps many Canadians out there throwing recreational pot parties. Of course, legal since October 17th, but there are a lot of things you have to think when it comes to cannabis etiquette. I am joined by Blais Comeau, of course, Chief Etiquette Officer over there at etiquettejulie.com. Welcome back to the show. It's great to have you here. You've got your 7 Commandments of Cannabis. I want to try to get to each and every one of these. Let's start off with number 1. You say you shall show up sober to the party. That's right. Don't show up stoned, just like you don't show up drunk at a party. So think about that. Julie, do you think, though, we are treating pot differently than alcohol? Do you think there's a difference? You know, I would love to be back there when alcohol became legal. I think that there is a difference because right now, not everybody's done their potting out, if you wish. They're coming out, and we're going to see it with holiday office parties. You're going to go outside, or you're going to be going to a different area where it's possible, and then you're going to see boss, colleague, client, and they're going to be coming out with that joint, and you're going to be, you? It's true. So it's not quite the same because we're in the transition, and I would have never thought, Derek, when I started my business a few years ago, almost a decade ago, that I'd be here on your couch chatting about cannabis. No kidding. Your next one is you shall not assume you can smoke. That's right. It's a good one. Because it's legal. And just like when, you know, people were smoking and then everybody was smoking everywhere and then there was this malaise about smoking, the same thing for smoking pot. So you're going to observe, you're going to take a look. Who's doing it? Is it okay to do it? So, you know, don't just assume because it's legal, okay, I'm going to light up right now. Right, gotcha. You shall respect the space and the snacks event at a BYOW. Bring your own weed. Yeah. The space, what is the designated space? So you know, it's acknowledged, right? They have said that you're going to be able to smoke. It did not have on the invitation, no smoking, please, or anything like that. Right. So you're going to respect the space. You're not going to take away the party. If, you know, you're going to go to the park or take everybody over there. And the snacks, so maybe bring your own snacks along at a BYOW party. That could be important. It's a good idea. Remember host gift rules. Your offering is not for you. That's the same with a bottle of wine, of spirits, liqueur. If I show up with a stash, that is for you. I'm going to put a nice bow around it. I'm going to probably put it in a nice container. I'm going to put a note. I look forward to making memories with you. And when I run out, I'm not going to go into your stash because it's an offering just like that bottle of wine or any host gift that you offer. And you know, because it is, I mean, it seems to be a very social activity, right? A lot of people, you know, tend to smoke, you know, with other people, but that's an excellent thing to keep in mind, right? Just as you said, just like a bottle of wine. Honor pot protocol and be inclusive. This goes to what I was just saying, right? It's something that's very, very inclusive. And grandma, grandpa, you may have an aunt, somebody that may want to try. And we're all familiar, whether you've done it yourself or not. You've seen all the movies, so people are in a circle. And just like Irreplaceable, Beyonce's song, my understanding is to the left, to the left. So you're going to go to the left. If you're sick, you're going to abstain. It's not time to look at your screen. It's not time, don't talk and talk. So be respectful of pot protocol. To the left, one person to the next. If you're sick, you're going to abstain. You know, couple of puffs and pass it on. Yes, don't bogart your joint. I think that's what the kids say. That's like if you keep going on it, you know, without passing it to maybe you take 6 or 7 puffs. And don't slobber all over it now. Yeah, absolutely. You shall keep your stash secure. This is so important, not only for young children, but pets as well we should think about, Absolutely. Your pets, your children. And if you're attending a party, don't just leave it loose anywhere. Be very, very sure of knowing where your stash is at all times. Even teenagers. Right? They're going to try it, and everybody's having a great time. Well, this is probably the perfect opportunity for them because it's been lying around. We've all been there, so remember that. And remember the legal age, right? You are responsible, just like drinking, right? Yes. You're responsible for the people within your household and what happens after, oftentimes, right? Yes. So that's what I want to leave on. Don't drive high. We just had it in our news here this morning. We saw it. Yeah. Make safe ride arrangements, and more than ever it's possible, you can hire a bus, a school bus, to have your guests go on around. The's going to be red nose coming out. Yeah, tons of possibilities. So let's
Be safe on the road.
I want one last question. Let's say I'm hosting a holiday party. I don't want my guests to toke. How do I let them know?
Yeah, you're going to let them know on the invitation. Just
Okay.
like when you've chosen to have a party that's for adults only, no smoking party or what have
Okay.
you. So just make it very specific. Put it out in the invitation. Doesn't have to be a paper invitation. We want it green, so make it a virtual invitation, but make sure that you state it. And when you call back to confirm, say it. There may be that malaise at first, but it is your home, and you have a right to do that. And then they will know that's how it is in your house. But really, make it out. Put it out in the invitation.
We don't have time for this last one. I just want to mention as we go to break, though, you know, if you have a holiday party, just like drinking,
yes.
you know, just keep in mind, you're around colleagues, so be very careful how you act around your colleagues and what you want to show and tell them as well,
it's
right?
not probably the right time to do your potting out.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Just saying, make sure that whatever you do, it's always in line with your employers because it could come back to haunt you.
Absolutely. Julie, always a pleasure having you here. Don't go away. We'll be back with more BT. Tech and Trending coming up. We'll find out what Elias has found on social media and all across the internet. Coming up.